Well, I was wondering, have I lost some of my recordings? You know, when you're editing, you can lose especially a part of a recording. You know, you're separating something off A and B instead of just one long recording, and perhaps you've lost B. And is it recoverable, or is it traceable by going back to my original recording? And well, you don't want to repeat what you've already recorded under a different sort of number, but you don't want to lose things. And then I thought, well, is it viable? Is it economic? Is it worthwhile to try and hunt down if there are any such? Well, of course, in what amounts to 3,500 recordings, I've only published 2.7 thousand at the minute, but I say only, it seems unbelievable to me that surely, Marshall, you have unbelievable overkill. It's an unfortunate phrase, but it has something of what I want to say in it. It's just not remotely needed. You must have enough. You must have not just enough by now, but so much that it's in its own way, isn't it? Well, no, it's not, hopefully, all the same. It presents what I understand to be valuable in its own unique way. It's like people. Do I say, well, we've got N million people, so does it matter that we lose a few in a war? Yes, it does. Of course, there it does, because they matter in their own right, so to speak. What I'm saying is there is no substitute for you and for me. There might be from a very basic, functional point of view, but not from an appreciation and value point of view. There is no substitute for the unique, only a poor substitute, namely something that's not quite the same, but perhaps has some of the qualities, and perhaps most, but never the same. It's a strange conception of value. I wonder, it crosses my mind, if it's in some sense God's conception of value. For He is complete. And it crosses my mind too that the reason He continues to create more and more universes, perhaps more and more within a universe, more and more diversity, is because He is ever moving towards change from glory into glory. It seems incredibly complete already. But not to Him. In some sense, He's ever inspired Himself to create more. And we can feel the sort of value of that, can't we? Change from glory, yes, glory, into glory. What we might elementarily, if that's such a word, say is more glory. can only be good. I think I've lost quite my grasp on things, which is not surprising, is it? I mean, really. Can we in our childhood really analyze glory? I don't think so, terribly successfully anyway. Love you, Dad. So, coming back to my rather elementary problem by comparison, yes, I may have missed a few recordings, and there is no way, of course, I can remember all of my recordings. I'm not in the completeness. Sorry, I'm not able to conceive of the full completeness of God at the minute, because I'm a child. So I simply accept that, yes, it's not complete, is it, Father? You are my completeness. You know all things. You can pull up every conceivable idea that's ever been thought, and possibly ever will be thought. Well, it's a possibility. It's a thought in itself, isn't it, Father? Love you, Dad. What matters? Oh, what matters is that we love him. Nothing else matters compared to that. That you love God as you understand God, of course, because we're all kids, aren't we? We have a childish view. But that you want to love him with all your heart, soul, mind and strength. Ah, how utterly wonderful. How unutterably wonderful. Thank you, Dad.